Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T92 HMC. It's the Tier 10 American SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Prokhorovka and it's under the command of Scrappey, and it's a Tier 10 game on a 7-8 matchup, I think. Yep. Game's about to start. Well, it's the biggest gun in the game, 24 centimeters. Can't get bigger than that, and it will do 1300 alpha with one shot. It's also got a monstrous reload time, as you can see, 42.28 seconds, and that's probably using a rammer and a BIA crew as well. Yep, it doesn't fire that many rounds, and well, you only get 16 rounds to play with in the entire battle, and that's probably enough for an entire battle. I don't think you're going to be able to fire much more than that. Okay, he's loaded. Now he's heading off to these bushes on the far west side of the map. Now, I haven't actually favoured these bushes that often because they are a bit open. I've actually been detected from those bushes on more than one occasions, and so it's actually quite dangerous being over this side. But I know some players like it. Okay, Scrappey's gone into the bush. And he's now looking for enemy targets, and he's looking right over the other side of the map, on the east side, on the hill. Now remember, this map is Prokhorovka. This is the site of the one of the major battles on the Battle of Kursk, major confrontations. And he fires around there at the Conqueror. And we're into reload. Now, not a lot of people actually know. Oh, we got 16% of the hit help of that Conqueror. Not a lot of people know that one of the German tank commanders, commanding a troop of Panzerkampfwagen 4 Mark 4s, was actually von Ribbentrop's son. Yep, the German foreign minister, who was also at one time the ambassador to London, had his son in the German army, and he was in command of a troop of tanks, and they took part in the Battle of Prokhorovka. Oh, he just got a kill shot on a Centurion. That probably was a penetrating round, and although it was an unspotted tank at the time, I reckon the shell must have gone in straight through the roof and wiped him out completely. That was probably a penetrating shot for sure. I'm pretty sure. Now, the hull of the T92 HMC is from a T26 E3. Now, that is otherwise known as the Eagle. It's in the game. The Eagle 7 is a Tier 7 American. I think it's a medium, or is it heavy? I think it's a medium. Maybe a medium heavy. But yep, that's the hull that was used for the T92 HMC, and they were going to build a whole line of them, but the war ended before these Arty were put into service. And so one of them is now gate guard at Detroit Arsenal, and you can only get to see it if you have permission to enter the Detroit Arsenal. It's very difficult to get permission, but one of the What Arty Noobs members does have permission to do that, because I think he's worked there, or because he has business at Detroit Arsenal. So he's actually seen the real thing, and the others, well, I think there might be some at the Artillery Museum, or might be one there. But as you know, they didn't just make the T92, they also made the T93, and he fired that round in. Oh, he got a direct hit right on the front of that Object 263. And there was already some high explosive holes in that vehicle. And I reckon there's another one now. Oh, he's stunned. Yeah, he's massively stunned. To quote Klaus Kellerman, he's stunned again. Whoa. Yeah, I can't sing. I know I can't. Oh, tree went down at the back there. Must be a target. Okay, lining up. Oh, we fired a bit premature there. I'm not sure that was a good shot. He may have accidentally hit the trigger too early. Talking about Klaus Kellerman, by the way, I did send in some t-shirt designs to him, but it appears that he's hasn't received them or just hasn't noticed them. I sent them in on his Facebook page on a direct communication. I thought these designs were actually quite good, but it appears he hasn't used them. So if you do want a Klaus Kellerman design, they are available on Spreadshirt. But it's not a proper Klaus Kellerman design. This is a Nigel design. But if he does want to use them, I'll take them down from Spreadshirt and he can put them on his supplier and instead. I'm quite happy for that. So they're not official Klaus Kellerman merchandise, but he's welcome to appropriate them if he wants them and put them on his page. Royalty free. We don't need royalties. We just like good designs. I am also coming up with some good designs for What Arty Noobs members, so you've got some other t-shirts to get hold of. Now, there was a T54E1 there, and oh, well, we've got a Bat Chat, but he's a fast mover, so chance of us getting him is... There he is. Line him up and fires the round in. Oh, well, he got a piece of him. 41 hit points from Splash, and he picked up the stun assist. So that was a worthwhile shot. Sometimes it can be worth firing a shot at an enemy, just in case you can wing him, and then your teammates finish him off afterwards. That's why I aim at wheelies a lot of the time. And, oh, now we're going for counter battery. Now, as you've probably heard me say before, easier to do counter battery from above, and that's exactly what Scrappy's doing. You go to above and have a quick look, see if you can spot something, and oh no, E100's come into sight. Briefly, there he is, dialing in, work out where he's going, and placed around there. Rounds out, and this should be good. 107, it just landed in front of him, unfortunately. He was retreating rather rapidly. I think he's trying to shoot up at our tanks, trying to climb the hill. So all we can do to stop those tanks from doing that will actually save our guys from getting holed. I've got a Progetto 65 and an IS-7 moving up, and they might be able to help out by giving us good spots. Now, I'd like to thank everyone, whilst this replay is proceeding, I'd like to thank everyone who took part in the Arty Day competition. We had a lot of entries and some really great games, some so funny games as well. Some of them were absolutely incredible. Hopefully the winners have received all their prizes by now. And if they send in a photograph, everybody can see that they got the goodies, and that will be great, because then everyone will know that yes, they do receive gifts from from our group. And of course, remember, our group is funding these competition prizes through the views on our YouTube channel. Yep, unlike Jingles and QB, who keep the money for themselves, we actually recycle it and put it into the viewers, so the viewers can actually get something back. Oh, beautiful shot right onto the front of that E100. Nice one. Yep, we actually put the money back in to the viewers. So the more people who view our channel, the more money we earn, the more we can put back into our members, and we can give them even bigger prizes. Now, if we had as many views as Jingles gets or QB gets, then we would be handing out prizes such as a year's premium every week of the year, or maybe even every couple of days. So just think of that. You know, if we get as many as 500,000 views per video, you could be looking at one lucky member getting a year's premium every couple of days or so. I think that'd be rather nice. Well, it's coming up to 5 minutes now left on the game. And there's still a sizable number of enemies left on both sides of the both teams. In fact, it's beginning to look more like a stalemate game because the enemy is very reluctant to push, and our side is having difficulty trying to push in the opposite direction. In fact, it would be much better if the E75 and the STB were to actually push south along with the IS-7, because then that T30 and Death Star could actually get to work on the west side of the map. But they're just not moving, and as a consequence, we're not getting anything out of it. Everybody's very reluctant to move. So it's very much a camp fest. Oh! Well, one of the enemies has been spotted, an E50M, making a dash, and work out ahead where he's going. Rounds out, looks good. Long flight time. Stuns him, but doesn't land on him. Again, as I always say before, as I've said many times before, tank drivers don't appreciate the distance we're firing over. It's huge. We're firing from one end of the map right to the other end of the map. 4 to 5 seconds flight time, at least 4 seconds flight time. And if we're shooting over 4 seconds, the shell can take forever to arrive. And if one of our members of our team does something in the meanwhile, like rushes an enemy target, they can pick up the shell instead of our enemy. And that E100 just ate a shell, direct hit. Now we're running short on ammo. I said at the start of this game we probably have enough ammo to last the game. Well, it looks like we will, but we're down to 4 shells now. 2 standard shells, 2 premium rounds. And as you can see here, the standard rounds will do burst radius of 13 meters. That's huge. That's a big footprint. But on the premium rounds, it's 14.5 meters. It's even bigger. Remember, pi r squared works out the actual area of the map of the splash. And all big shot directly onto his turret. 621. It wasn't a penetrating round, but it did do a lot of damage. It must have hit a weak spot. I think that actually hit the cupola. I think he might have actually damaged the cupola on that one. But this is the last standard round, so we're probably going to get time to fire at least 1 premium round. There's the TVP. It's all starting to heat up now. We're coming up to the 2-minute mark. We'll get the 2-minute siren any second. Now, almost loaded. Rounds out. That's a thin shell medium. And he took the shell directly. That might have been a penetrating shot. If it was, it would have done a lot of damage to him. So we've had the 2-minute siren. Got to wait for the reload. This is a premium round now. I saw a tree go down up on top of the hill, and they've got the Jaegeru moving. And there's another tank up there. That's probably the E50. There's the Jaegeru. Now, it's very unlikely we're going to get a penetrating shot on him, but we might as well try. Oh, we've lost sight of him. But he won't move very far. And it was a direct hit on the Jaegeru. We'll have to see how much damage it did after the end of this game. Coming up to the 1-minute siren. This is the last round of ammo. We'll get to shoot it before the end of this game, but we will run out of ammo. So as I said at the start of the game, there's just enough to last an entire game. E100. Oh, and he's gone. So we're not going to get that kill, but will we get this TVP? Oh, we did take a lot of damage. So I think our penetrating shot on the TVP must have been a big one. And we've just got hit by the IS-7. Now, was that our own IS-7? I think it was. The enemy team doesn't have an IS-7, so why did he shoot at us? And we fired our last round and team killed by our IS-7. So that guy is going to go on our villains list right at the end of this game. Team killed by our own IS-7. I do not know why. He didn't do anything during the game. He didn't get any kills. And all he's done now is ruin his name. He's gone blue and probably been banned because that was his second shot. And he went blue immediately. So yes, he's added himself to our team killers list. So here's the end of battle result. Yep, I'm afraid it was a team kill and a carry, but it was a Gore's medal game, so at least he managed to get the epic medal, and he would have got the Courageous Resistance Award. He picked up a second class tanker and a bruiser medal from that game, so you can see that he did put the effort in. He should have got a Confederate as well. For some reason I don't see why he didn't get a Confederate. He certainly hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. You can see that on the number of critical hits he's received and the number of enemies that he actually touched. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see when it came to team score, he actually got the highest damage on the game. 4,965 hit points of damage on that game. Definitely more than anyone in the enemy team, but he didn't pick up the high caliber for some reason. Again, he should have picked up a high caliber award, a Confederate and the Gores. When it came to the next high scorer, it was the Leopard 1. He got 4298. And the next high score after that was the T54E1. He got 4275. When it came to base XP, well, when it came to kills, we'll see first. The STB managed to get 3 kills. He got the tops. The Object 705 got 2. GWE100 got 2. The Jaeger got 2. And the T54E1 all got 2 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, well, we can see T49 on the enemy team did well. He got 589. I think that's down to spotting. Yes, look at that huge amount of spotting he did. 8,075 hit points. So he really was very effective during that game. And of course, he did survive the game as well. Yeah, 589 for him. And then we can see Scrappey was third. Is it fourth? Fourth, because the T54E1 got more than him, and I think there's some spotting in there. Yep, 2530, and the GWE100, well, he picked up stun assist, and that's why he managed to get more than Scrappey. But Scrappey did very well indeed with 504, so nothing to worry about there. When it came to detail, well, he fired 16 rounds. He got 8 direct hits, 1 penetration, so he did penetrate 1. I'm pretty certain the one he penetrated would have been that TVP, because he picked up 630 hit points. But let's have a look at some of these other ones, because a penetrating shot should be plus or minus 25%. I think it may have been that one. It's the Centurion Action 10. I think he did penetrate that one because it's 772. It's all he had left. And I think, yes, it did wipe him out with a penetrating shot. But he did get a lot of damage on that TVP, 630 hit points off that one. So he penetrated 1 enemy, damage, splash damage on 12, damage of 4965, which was definitely the highest. And he got 9 of the enemy hit, 1 destroyed. So there's an 8 difference there. So he should have got the Confederate. He did 1,837 hit points of stun assist off 13 stuns. He earned 46,707 credits, got 4,800 for the Achievements Award, that's Courageous Resistance, for winning an epic medal in a losing or draw game. And he also got compensation of 45,173 credits for the team kill right at the end by the IS-7. So his total 122,434. And after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 41,319 credits, and that's even after firing 2 premium rounds, which are some of the most expensive premium rounds in the game. The 24cm premium rounds on the T92. He picked up 504 XP, 297 for the Achievements Award, took away 1,202 experience points altogether. But yes, he did get some rather nice damage on the enemy during these shots. So he actually did hit that T49 for 459 during the game. So he did get some splash against him. The Conqueror, the Jaeger, he got for 519 hit points with that blind shot, because he fired it in where it was last seen. It did get an impact, and he did track him as well, I think. It looks like that. And, oh, look at the damage he did to the 263. 1,303 hit points. Well, he wasn't very happy bunny either. But let's have a look at our team killer, the IS-7. Here he is. Jujash is Jim If, or whatever. Jujash is a team killer. he team killed his Arty right at the end of the game. And there was no reason for him to do it whatsoever. It was an extremely stupid thing, and he was also banned as well. But this guy is an Arty team killer. He'll go on the team killers list, and from there on in, he is going to be a hunted player. He will be added to our list, and if somebody's using one of our mods, they will be able to see him at the start of the battle. They'll know he's in the enemy team list, and then they can focus all their HE on him to make sure he realizes there is a price to pay for team killing Arty. You do get focused on by Arty a lot, and so you will not enjoy the game afterwards if you team kill an Arty, because it's going to come back and haunt you. So thanks very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and thanks for watching.